If you own a Ford F-150 with a 3.5 liter turbo engine and you hear this whining noise on acceleration, you may think it's the turbo. But come with me and I'll show you what we discovered. It was not the turbo. You'll be surprised what it actually turned out to be. So like I said, this is the 3.5 liter twin turbo motor, or the EcoBoost motor, on the Ford or the Lincoln. So on my initial diagnosis of it, I was positive that it was the turbo making the noise. We went ahead and pre-ordered a turbo and had it there. So I got right to work removing the turbo, which is a quite challenging job. I do have a video coming out on the full removal and install of the turbo. So this vehicle has two turbos, one on the right side of the engine, one on the left side. We're working with the right side. This is where the sound was coming from. So I got that all ripped out and got the turbo out, and this is what I discovered. I noticed there was a bolt missing from the manifold, and when I was looking around when I pulled the turbo out, I found the bolt stud here. So my initial thoughts were, I'll drill this stud out, re-tap it, and then put a new bolt in it and see if it'll seal up. Well, in the process, I decided it would probably be better to remove the manifold, and that way we could check to see if the manifold is warped, and it also would make it a little easier to drill that bolt out and get the broken portion of the stud out of the cylinder head. Another reason why I decided to take the manifold out is I did a thorough inspection of the old turbo, and I could not find any problems with any bearings. Everything seemed to be in good shape, and also we had no performance issues other than the noise. So I decided to take the manifold out and put a straight edge on it, and sure enough, that sucker was warped pretty bad. And because the manifold was warped so bad and missing the one bolt, the gasket here was acting like a reed valve and making that vibrating noise as this turbo would spool up. As you can see, the turbo is mounted right next to that. So I drilled out the broken stud, re-tapped it, and we ordered up a set of new studs for all of them, and we removed all the studs. We also got a new factory manifold. We got right back to work installing the manifold, the studs. We made sure that the manifold was torqued down to specification, and Ford has a very specific pattern how these are torqued down, so we followed those to the T. After that, we reinstalled the turbo and went for a test drive, and the noise was gone. So there's a good chance that you have a broken stud on your manifold causing the noise and it not being the turbo.